welcome to Beautiful Losers, the comic book movie and TV news podcast. My name is Coast.
And I'm Iris.
Oh yeah, we are.
I wasn't ready for that.
No, she was not. We were making direct eye contact the whole time because she was not ready for what I was bringing down. I was coming in and touching some spaghetti.
Welcome to Time Crunch Podcast.
The podcast where we pod with no time.
Yes.
I don't even know if any of that was English.
Was it?
Somebody touch on my spaghetti.
Stop saying that.
Oh God, it's so good though. It's such a good meme.
It's gonna get old real quick.
Oh, probably.
Possibly.
So it's possible. So it's been a slow news week in the comic book front. We're just kind of like.
Happy New Year.
Oh yeah, Happy New Year. We're talking to you from the future.
What? No. It's from the past.
Yeah, I know. I don't know how time works.
God.
We are all so tired. I just got out of work.
Mm-hmm.
Which was fun.
He's wearing a very pretentious beanie.
It's a biani.
Yep.
A biani with that kitty.
Stop.
There's a kitty on my biani.
Anyways, our point is.
The point is we're not going to be doing news today. There's no news to really report on. The only thing that we're kind of just waiting on, Black Panther. That's about a month away. We're
waiting on Black Panther and news on that. Infinity War. We've been covering constantly.
Bits and pieces of news and costume designs and things are coming out.
Mm-hmm.
I have an off-air conversation that I'm going to talk to you later about.
All right. Don't forget.
Yeah, I'm going to write it down.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm going to write down "don't forget," and I'm going to forget what it means.
Why?
Because it makes life more exciting. All right, so this episode is basically the best and worst episode of 2017. We are late.
To the Oscars.
Yeah, we are late on the best and worst of 2017.
But we kind of came up with a few right now.
Yeah, it was literally right now. Because I didn't want to let 2017 go by and just not talk about superlatives.
I did.
But when we're done,
I did.
when we're done with this next week, we're gonna have a regular topic.
Yeah.
We're back to normal. We don't have anything to review. There's no superlatives, so
it's aight.
We're good. All right. So what do you want to start with? What category?
I think we can go in order. I don't know. You have a different order than I do.
I legitimately don't have anything.
Let's start with the crappy ones first. When I say crappy ones, I mean how the Oscars leaves the director and movie for last, the best for last. So we can start with the weird ones, the off-brand.
What was the rating that I told you? I messaged you. It was like True Loser and
and Truly Beautiful.
It was like the most beautiful and True Loser.
Most beautiful and True Loser. So yeah, that's our rating this time.
Yes.
Around because we had a lot of bests to pick from.
There was a lot
and a lot
of
worst,
stuff.
obviously, but it was really difficult for the best.
This was just a year of movies. It has just been so many movies.
No, don't tell me that.
Before we started this, I mentioned Logan because I forgot that came out last year. But
he keeps thinking Logan was 5 years ago.
I said I keep thinking that Logan was 2016. Because
it was in March.
Because it was in March. It was so early, and so much has happened this year that we're just
it's been a century.
It's felt like forever ago.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But yeah, moving on. Let's start with best horror movie.
Best horror movie. All right.
What's yours? Your best.
We gave it to the same thing. We both gave it to It.
Because honestly, It was fantastic.
It was the first horror movie to actually scare me in a long time.
Yeah, that is true. It was really, really, really up there with the best cult classics.
Yeah, and
I've seen it multiple times now, and it's great.
This is one of the few movies where the remake is better than the original.
Seriously, it really seriously
It opens up the door for this bigger Stephen King-averse.
Which they're developing,
and it makes me excited to see where this goes because it was such high quality.
Yeah, it was fantastic. It was quality. I'm excited. Can't wait for Chapter 2.
I cannot wait for Chapter 2.
It's gonna be good.
Yeah.
That's our best. What's the worst?
I
think we both put the same thing.
No.
Worst?
Yeah, we did.
Rings.
We both put Rings because we forgot that movie came out. I remember that I watched it.
Yeah, this was January. It's crappy horror movie season.
I do not remember. All I remember was that the concept was it's not a VHS tape anymore. It's a chain email, and if you don't open this Snapchat, you're gonna die. It was. I'm not even kidding. It was just I found if you're listening to the Rings podcast and you die the weekend. It's very technology up in your face.
The Ring has a podcast now.
Honestly.
Sponsored
by The Ring. Rings. Ba-da-pa-pa-pa.
Shut up.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
We're
okay.
tired.
So, best worst movie no one asked for.
Okay.
Worst was Transformers for me.
Honestly, yeah.
No one asked for that.
No one asked for that. I also want to put Power Rangers.
Power Rangers is up there.
Because no
worst.
one asked for it. It was enjoyable. Like, I had a good time. But I think that's it. I don't want to see any more of it. They left us with like a teaser for like, not a teaser, like a, what's it called? Like an Easter egg. Like, oh, Green Ranger's coming. I don't care. I really do not.
Yeah.
I give the least amount of shits that a human could possibly give.
Aw.
Yeah.
You poor thing. What's your worst? Is that your worst movie officially? The Power Rangers?
I just don't want to think of any other one. So yeah.
That's your worst that no one asked for.
Yeah.
I think a really good one also, like, aside from my best that no one asked for was It, because no one asked for that reboot, but it was fantastic.
Oh, yeah, it was amazing.
You know another one that no one asked for? Lego Batman.
That's
no one
true.
Really asked
no
for
one
that.
asked for that, and I was actually kind of
fantastic.
Before the trailers came out, I was one of the people that was like, I don't want to watch this.
Right.
I'm kind of sick of this. Like, I'm kind of
really
sick
underrated.
of the Lego-verse movies, but once I gave it a chance, it was spectacular. Like,
it's worth it. It's worth the watch.
Like, I was saying that I would rather the DC EU reboot, like, to fit the mold of the Lego DC universe.
I think we would all be happy with that.
Like, Will Arnett's Batman is one of the best Batman, like, out there, because it takes, like, literally bits and pieces of every single Batman
and
that's been on screen. Exactly. And it's like saying, like, oh, I am every single Batman that has ever existed.
Yeah, it's the most
in
egotistical
the TV.
Batman that exists.
Yeah, it was fun, though. It was good.
It was super fun. Loved it. Best CGI.
Best CGI, I had to give it to the Hulk in Thor Ragnarok, because I was just blown away how I felt like there was just a giant green...
It was super detailed.
Dude, like if you...
They improved.
The thing, my favorite part about it is that you look at the Hulk's face and you see Mark Ruffalo.
Right.
Like,
This time they totally put the detail of his facial features into
the same
Hulk.
way that you look at the Thanos from the trailers,
right.
You see what's his face, whose name?
Josh Brolin.
Yeah, you see Josh Brolin in there. What was your best of the...
My best CGI, though, I totally respect the Hulk. I could not dismiss Andy Serkis in War of the Planet of the Apes.
Oh, no,
or just the CGI for that entire film.
No, that whole movie is just like a marvel of...
War of the Planet of the Apes.
Of CGI.
Incredible. Loved it.
Planet of the Monkey Fights.
Made me cry. It was great. Andy Serkis was fantastic in it. I cannot say enough good things. My worst CGI.
All right.
Steppenwolf.
Yeah, we both have the same... That's what I was just saying about how these CGI monsters or creatures look like the actors playing them.
And I think that also it contributes to being the best because it feels more real.
Yeah.
Because it matches the voice.
Exactly, because it looks just like the person. Exactly, it looks like the actor. It looks like the person who's talking. But Steppenwolf just looked like they went on the 3D rendering software and just like
the stock
was
photos.
Like, all right, this is a face now.
Yeah, it looked like a stock photo.
It legitimately looked like...
It's a
like,
me.
Yeah.
Like the things, the characters you make on the Wii.
On the Wii, yeah, it definitely looked like a me.
Oh.
It looked like a me.
Shut up.
Somebody touching my spaghetti.
And I'm not saying the CGI for Justice League was bad. I'm not saying that at all.
Absolutely
I'm just
not.
saying specifically Steppenwolf was not good.
Like I did like the way the Parademons looked. I liked the way Cyborg looked after.
Yes, Cyborg definitely.
Because like it shows that CGI was intentional.
Exactly.
Like he looked like that on purpose.
Exactly. Like he upgraded on purpose.
Hashtag glow up.
And of course the CGI for Flash and Aquaman and all that. I almost said Aquawoman.
Aquaboy.
Aquaboy.
Aquamomoa. Somebody touched my... Never mind. Spaghetti.
Shut up.
Okay.
All
What's
right.
the next category you got there that I do not?
Best and worst villain?
Best villain. Want to do worst villain first?
Yes, do worst villain
All right.
first.
I put the Mummy from The Mummy. Because...
I couldn't even finish that movie. I couldn't stand it.
It was so uncompelling. Like, how do you make mummies boring? Like, I was just thinking, like, mummies are real things that are scary in real life.
Right. How
did you
and
make that
there's so
crap?
much story behind it. Like, you can get so much out of Egyptian mythology and just real life mummies and all of that. The history is so rich.
Not even that. Like,
what's wrong with
you?
you?
I would even accept if it's like, if it becomes like a whole alien thing where it's like, oh yeah, this is a mummy,
right?
But like this is an alien mummy because this landed in ancient Egypt or whatever.
Blah blah blah.
But no, it's just like a weird. It made magic seem bullshit. And then Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde are there, and I'm just like, I don't like this. He pulls out, Russell Crowe pulls out a vampire skull and makes us think like we give a shit about it.
I haven't seen this movie. Russell Crowe's in this movie?
Russell Crowe is Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
In The Mummy?
Yeah.
What?
He's like, because he's the Nick.
I love that story.
Yeah, he's like the Nick Fury character, where he's like, you're the mummy now, or I think Tom Cruise is supposed to be like a Van Helsing.
And I hate it. And I love these stories. That's my problem.
And they're supposed to make like an Avengers.
Monster, yeah,
but
it's supposed to be an MCU, but like a monster cinematic universe.
Yeah, there was supposed to be like a
with
monster
King
from
Kong
the back.
And Godzilla and all this.
No, that's a different one.
Oh, that's a different one.
Yeah, because this one was supposed to have. Yeah, but this one was supposed to have like Dracula, Frankenstein,
like the old-fashioned
the
monsters.
Invisible Man, and I think like the monster from the Black Lagoon or something like that.
See, I love those like OG monsters.
And I love it as a concept. I would love to see these movies on their own, like if you go into
like
this,
Dracula Untold.
Dracula
Untold was great.
If you go into this,
was it Untold?
Yeah, Dracula Unchained. The D is silent, motherfucker.
So it's Dracula.
Dracula Unchained.
Go on.
No, it was just this movie. Like, what these people need to know is like, I'm not gonna go into this thinking, oh, let's hope there's a franchise after it. I want to see this as its own thing.
If you were to do that as a franchise, I want it to be Penny Dreadful style. I want it to be just kind of like a little sprinkle, a little connection.
But I want it to be like, oh, I dropped a Monster from the Black Lagoon movie here. I dropped an Invisible Man movie here. And they're just completely unrelated except for like little bits and pieces to show that they're in the same universe.
Yeah, because you don't have to have Van Helsing as the #1 hero in every single movie.
Exactly. But
like, you can have Van Helsing as his own thing. You can just, come on.
That universe is dead. They're not making another one.
And it sucks because I love these stories. So
let's hope. I mean, if they do it again, I just hope they reboot it.
Yeah, I hope, because there's so much potential. Like, these are classic stories that you can tell time and time again. You can reboot and you can just come up with something new.
Exactly.
So
all
very
right.
versatile. So yeah,
best
that
villain.
Was my worst villain is Ares.
Oh, okay. I thought we already.
No, you said the Mummy.
Yeah.
You
Ares.
said the Mummy. I said Ares, even though I love Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
But Ares, I felt like was just
Remus
really, I thought he was just really undercut. And the actor's great. I feel like they just
They're underutilizing the actor.
They're underutilizing the actor, and I understand because you can't make a 3-hour movie either. But
I mean, you almost can. I mean,
honestly,
Thor Ragnarok was very close.
This is true, and honestly, with Wonder Woman, I wouldn't have complained, but it was still like 2 hours and 20 minutes. But again, I feel like he was underused, he was undercut, and it was just kind of, I wasn't really intimidated by Ares.
Yeah, it really wasn't. I'm just feeling like, oh, if he goes away, that's fine. If he comes back, that's also fine.
Exactly.
So
I really
indifferent.
hope. And Wonder Woman has good villains, so like, come on,
Wonder Woman does have
out.
a good rogues gallery.
Exactly.
I mean, not the best, but it's good.
It's not the best, but you can vamp it up.
You can make new ones.
Exactly.
Anyway, best villain, hands down, 100%. Michael Keaton's the Vulture.
Yep, that's my best villain as well.
It was
that motherfucker.
That motherfucker.
That guy, even as much as it's
Michael
not as
Keaton
gory,
Unchained. The M is
Shut
silent.
up.
Michael Keaton. The I is silent, motherfucker.
Oh God. But yeah, like as much as the Spider-Man: Homecoming was like a super fun, actiony movie, Michael Keaton's Vulture was scary in itself, as in the way that he was just not a dude with superpowers. He
Honestly,
was just a scary dude.
Probably my favorite
MCU
villain.
Honestly.
Because
same.
first of all, they didn't kill him off. It wasn't just like a guy with similar skill set as the protagonist. It was a legitimately scary dude who had a point.
Yeah.
Like his.
I think those are the scariest villains.
Like
the ones you sympathize with.
I was looking at. I was like, I don't like how you're doing it. I understand why you're doing it.
Cool motives,
still murder. Yeah, I think we mentioned this last week.
I think we even mentioned this on the Spider-Man review.
Probably.
That we did a long time ago.
It was such a great thing, and the whole thing with the stoplight. Like, he was smart.
Yeah.
Because
very, very smart.
It just took him
cunning villain.
It just took him a bit of like word association and figuring out a timeline to realize that Peter Parker was Spider-Man.
Right.
Something that no one else is able to do. Like, you're a group of students that are always together, and then you realize, oh, he's gone, but Spider-Man's here.
Exactly.
But then when I'm here, Spider-Man's gone.
Right.
You know?
Exactly.
He met Peter Parker that one time and was like, you're fucking Spider-Man.
Exactly like that. That's a direct quote.
That's a direct quote. Michael Keaton was like, you're Spider-Man,
no,
motherfucker.
No.
The M is silent.
other?
The V is silent in Vulture. The Ulture.
The other fucker.
The what?
The other fucker.
The other fucker, yeah. The M is silent, other fucker.
Oh God, is this gonna be like an ongoing thing?
Yeah, I guess that's...
Stop.
I'm 100% gonna forget when I'm writing the description of this episode. I'm just gonna be like something really vague. I'll be like, I was like, oh, so the Esten Orst. What's?
Oh, that's really
This is
stupid.
a funny meme.
That's really stupid.
And then I'm just gonna be like writing it down. I'll be like, why the fuck did I say that? I'll listen to it. I'll be like, oh, that's the joke I made.
That's fine.
What's the next category?
The best Andy Serkis.
Best Andy Serkis performance.
He was only in 2 films. Two major
in,
films.
He was in 2 films. We're giving it a best and a worst because one has to go somewhere.
And honestly, they are really.
They're both like
distinct qualities.
And they're both amazing.
They're both great, but one is distinctly better than the other.
Yeah, worst we're gonna give it to
Snoke.
Supreme Leader Snoke. Not because it was a bad performance, because they just didn't use the character to.
Right. And it wasn't like super impressive CGI wise.
Exactly. It just felt kind of like I'm a big CGI guy.
You can't tell it's Andy Serkis.
It was more intimidating seeing it as a hologram than that he was seeing him in person.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah, that's true. Very true. Yeah, because remember the hologram was huge.
Yeah. Both times that he came out as a hologram.
Exactly.
It
was, it was projected as this huge thing.
So everybody, live update. The power just went out in where we're recording.
I hate my life.
She has a beautiful singing voice.
I do not.
She sounds like a trout.
Wow.
Choking on a bigger trout.
Crap. Anyways.
It's a very ambitious trout.
We just had the
T
power
is
cut.
silent, motherfucker. I'm a route.
Stop. Okay, let's wrap this up. Hold up.
All right, yeah. Best Andy Serkis was Caesar salad.
Caesar from War of the Planet of the Apes.
His
fantastic.
last name is Salad.
God damn it.
Is there any indication to say that it wasn't that his last name isn't Salad?
He's a freaking ape.
So he can't have a last name.
No.
So Caesar salad was honestly, it's impressive.
Is his son the Caesar dressing?
Yes, it's Julius Caesar. Hey, power's back on. Hey, you heard it here first, folks. You saw the power leave and come and go.
And our reactions.
You won't get this type of professional quality on your other podcasts. No siree, Bob.
Lord. No siree, Bob.
No siree. We should mention best
Bob
series.
From Stranger Things.
Not all heroes wear capes. Rest in peace, Bob Newby.
Oh my god. Okay, so yeah, definitely best Andy Serkis. Caesar,
very compelling. It was believable. If you showed me this and I didn't have the knowledge that monkeys can't speak, I'd be like, you just recorded a monkey saying his lines. What's going on? You know, like he makes these animals seem like animals, where it's not like a CGI chimp like partner in a cop movie. Where the monkey's just like, oh, I'm talking like this. No, he's just like, I'm Caesar. I have a human voice.
Yeah.
Talk like this. I walk like monkey because I am monkey.
The incorporation of sign language between them.
Yes.
I thought that was really fantastic, and it just made them like deeper, more developed characters, and it kind of makes me forget these are monkeys.
Yeah, you watched. I mean, I haven't seen Planet of the Fight of the Monkey Planet. But
he still hasn't seen it.
I still haven't seen it. It looks amazing.
It is amazing.
And but the kind of like the main theme that's been going on through all 3 movies is that it's like, oh, the heroes are the people, like the real people in this are monkeys.
Right. And
the animals are the people.
Right.
You know, so you're looking at this like that's the metaphor
for vegans.
For vegans. Because vegans, like apes, fling poop at people.
We just lost like 0.03% of our audience.
We lost our huge vegan variety of audience. We love you guys. You can eat whatever you want.
Do whatever.
You can do whatever you want.
Just don't hurt anyone.
Don't pull a Kevin Spacey, though.
Oh my god.
Don't touch children. Get them away from the kids.
Oh god. Anyways, so yeah, that was best. We just did best villain and best Andy Serkis. Horror movie, we did best writer.
Best writer. There's no worst writer because, I mean, I didn't really pay attention, but best writing, we have to give it to Carrie Fisher, like, writing the comedy parts.
Not only in her memory, but, like...
But legitimately,
she
like...
She wrote a lot of the best parts of The Last Jedi, even though they're the most critiqued parts.
Yeah, and she delivered some of the best lines that you can tell 100% that those were her lines. Like,
right.
I'm gonna go full spoiler because we already did it last week.
Right.
She goes full spoiler. I go full spoiler.
Yeah.
No, she goes like she talks to Luke and says, "Yeah, I know what you're gonna say. I changed my hair." That was a very Carrie Fisher line, you know, because it could have been something emotional, but she's like, "No, don't cry for me."
Right. Exactly.
You know?
But she's like, "No." It was a very brother sisterly thing.
Exactly. She's like, "Hey, don't."
I know what you're gonna say. Yeah.
And then her last line where everyone like looks back at her after Post says something, she's like, "What are you looking at me for? Follow him." That was so Carrie Fisher.
It's very, very witty, very like blunt. She's a very blunt person, and it was great. I really enjoyed her in the movie. Enjoyed her writing.
Yeah.
And I'm losing it.
We are slowly losing it. We're wrapping up soon. It's gonna be a really, really short episode. 20-minute hello to the new year.
Best and
what
worst.
She said.
Best and worst animated movie.
Worst. I give it to Boss Baby.
I give my worst to Emoji Movie.
Both equally bad movies.
Very bad. Very
Some
bad.
people enjoy them, but they're wrong.
This is true.
Best animated movie. We also differ there. I give it to Lego Batman.
It was really hard for me though.
Yeah.
That was in between, but I've seen both movies multiple times, and I love as much as I may love Lego Batman. I have to give it to Coco.
I mean, Coco. I haven't seen Coco yet, but like my
I've
parents have seen
already.
it, and just like in Moana, my whole family cried.
It was
so
fantastic.
I've
seen Coco twice in the theater. I cried both times. It is fantastic. It's hilarious. It's endearing. Watch it.
I think Lego Batman is amazing. This is the type of Batman that I want to see more of from here on in the future. Have Will Arnett or have just another actor, but give that same feeling of like I'm not just I want to kill myself Batman.
Have Will Arnett direct.
Have Will Arnett direct it. Will Arnett writing the lines.
Exactly. So.
It was really good.
That was really good. Check.
Best actor.
Series.
Best series. What series? What do you give it to best series?
I give it my worst series was Iron Fist. Because I saw a lot of series last year, but
that came out last year?
Yeah. Like in April or March.
Around
it was early 2017.
It was around the same time as Logan.
It was before Comic-Con.
Definitely. No, I know that.
Because Finn Jones came to a PR Comic-Con last year, and that was after the series came out.
Yeah.
So it was probably Iron Fist released like in spring. Like,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was March.
It was all right. It wasn't that good. It wasn't that bad.
It was aight. I almost gave it to Defenders. I'm not gonna lie. Even though Defenders was good, like, and I'm not, debating this.
Oh wait, no, we can't give worst series to Iron Fist.
Why not?
Because Inhumans exists.
I don't even count that as a series.
I blocked it out of my mind. That's how traumatic that was.
So that's
man.
Worse for you.
Worst.
Yeah.
It should be worse for you too.
I forgot too. I blocked that crap out of everything.
Golly goodness,
trauma.
that was atrocious. Is what
I even
it was.
screamed. That was a genuine reaction.
Fuck. I'm not gonna censor.
But my best series is Punisher. Hands down. I was between Punisher and Game of Thrones, but like as much as I may love Game of Thrones, Punisher was like the standout for me.
And I did start Game of Thrones last year. It was a big year. Last year was a big year.
Yeah.
Especially for us. We
started last year. Oh.
High five right here. ASMR.
I really need to stop hanging out with you so much.
Oh yeah, you cannot get rid of me.
Oh.
I'm like herpes.
Yeah.
You'll edit that out.
No,
you won't.
No, I won't.
Best actor or actress. Best actor, actress.
John Bernthal, because Punisher.
John Bernthal was the best actress.
He was, even though John Bernthal was in like a few movies. He was even in Baby Driver.
Yes, the driving.
It was great.
Baby Driver, the sequel to Boss Baby. The B is silent, motherfucker.
Baby Driver.
A Driver, because the B is silent.
I thought you said
the B.
Oh, I thought you said the D.
A Driver.
I hate you. I Driver.
I Driver. The Scottish Baby Driver. I Driver. Your Uber's here. Donkey. Oh God.
Worst actor? Who was your best actor?
John Bernthal. Yeah, I know.
Worst actor.
I mean, I also want to give it to Michael Keaton for best actor.
Yeah,
so
but it was also implied with the villain.
Yeah. Worst actor, Vin Diesel for Triple X. Or Mila Jovovich from Resident Evil.
Ew. I'm trying to think of one.
I
don't know the name. I don't know
Jesse
her
Eisenberg's
name.
Lex Luthor.
No, but that... Didn't even, like...
It ruined the movie for me.
The end credit? Just the end credit scene?
The Romanian or the Eastern European family from Justice League.
Ew. No, you know who's worst actress for me?
Whomst?
The redhead lady who played Medusa in Inhumans.
Oh, she's not in Game of Thrones, right?
No.
She's in something.
No, I think she's something Swan. I don't know. I didn't like her. Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know you personally, but...
I didn't love her. I mean, I think that she could have been I honestly think she was maybe the best part other than Lockjaw of Inhumans, but that's saying something.
Blech.
That's
or
really
like
saying
the girl
something.
who played her little sister. That was even worse.
Fucking
all right.
Shite.
Best director.
Best director. I want to give it to Patty Jenkins.
Here's a turnaround. I'm giving it to Waititi. Taika Waititi.
I'll be the feminist here today.
Oh God, Patty. Come on. She's still getting recognition because you're putting her there as best.
Who directed Logan?
I asked that earlier and I didn't bother searching it. But you're up
Mangold.
there. Something.
James Mangold, John Mangold.
I don't know, but Taika Waititi for Thor Ragnarok.
I am
He's
not
my best
Googling
director. He's my favorite. He's been a favorite for a long
Yeah,
time.
Taika did a good job. Taika.
So best directors, Taika Waititi and Patty Jenkins. Worst. What's your worst?
Did Kevin Smith do any bullshit this year?
I don't know. He probably directed like a Flash episode or something.
Christopher Nolan. I didn't like Dunkirk.
It was alright.
It was okay. It was a little boring for me.
My worst is Zack Snyder.
Yep, Snyder.
I'm very sorry.
I tried. You know the sign that the hobo was holding in Justice League? I tried.
Stop.
That was Snyder. Confirmed.
All right.
Is that it?
Snyder. No. Best movie.
Best movie. Fuck. I didn't really think about this one at all.
I gave it to Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman. I want to give it to Logan. I saw Logan again the other day.
Logan was
and
fantastic,
I saw it both.
It was hard for me. I was between like Wonder Woman, Ragnarok, and Logan.
Like I watched it normal and I watched the noir version.
You watched the noir version?
It's really good.
But it's just the whole thing in black and white?
It's the whole thing in black and white. I think they changed the music a bit to give it a more noir feel. I
gotta check that.
It's something about the whole black and white feel to it and gave it so much more emotion. I don't know. I really liked it.
I gotta check it out.
Best movie could also go to Blade Runner. I haven't seen it yet, but it looks amazing.
It's
seen bits and pieces of it.
I saw it. It's just, and I discussed this today because I was actually discussing whether or not Blade Runner 2049 was good. It was.
You came out thinking, was that good?
Yes.
Did I like that?
Yeah, I saw it like months ago, and I hated it at first, and then like as time goes on, I was like, it was alright. It's okay. Here's my final verdict.
All right, what's your final verdict on Blade Runner 2049?
It's too freaking long. It is too long.
Said.
It's no. But it's so exaggerated. There are so many. Here's my problem with it. Dennis.
Benicio del Toro.
Shut up. Dennis Villeneuve. Whatever his name is. Villeneuve. Great director, but I feel like his visual vision, I guess, came before the story. And there were so many shots and scenes that you could easily cut out, but they were just put there because they were pretty. That's what I feel about the movie. The movie, writing-wise, the screenplay, subpar. Visually phenomenal.
I didn't like the only bits and pieces of that movie that I didn't really enjoy were, because like again, I've only seen it in bits and pieces.
Right.
Was all the Japanese imagery, but yet nobody spoke Japanese.
It was very like Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, Ghost in the Shell is like, there's Japanese everywhere. We're in Japan.
This is in Japan.
But this is just like we're in the future, and everything's written. Everything's Japanese now.
Yeah.
But no one spoke Japanese.
Yeah.
Because like we'll read it, but we'll say it in English because we're fuckwits.
Sure.
Was that it? Oh, did we get to worst movie yet?
Worst movie. I put Emoji Movie, even though I doubled that. I don't know what other worst movie I could possibly say.
I'm gonna give it to King Kong.
King Kong Skull Island.
King Kong Skull.
It
Land.
was awful.
It was bad. And it's really fighting there between the Mummy and King Kong. I can't really.
I'd give it to Transformers.
Or Triple X.
I didn't even bother to see
Let's just,
that.
you know what?
Fate of the Furious.
Fate of the Fate Re-8. You know?
FFF.
Charlize Theron. What, baby? What are you doing? Get out of there. Why would you put your name on that? You were doing so well.
What you doing?
God, was that it?
Yeah.
Are we done for this episode?
Yes.
Fuck.
We were talking about worst movies earlier. He legitimately got stressed.
I had a breakdown for like a second. Like there was so like I'm just thinking about how many hours I spent sitting in a movie theater or watching something that just ended up thoroughly disappointing.
Yep.
Like, that's my life. That's a year of my life gone next to fucking Hollywood.
It was a good year for some movies, though. Like, there were some really breakout movies.
It was just like some moments were really great, and other ones were just like, why am I wanting to be dead right now?
That was it.
That was it. That was good.
That's it for today, folks.
I'm gonna get our handles up in Randall's.
Wow. Follow us on Facebook. We're at facebook.com/BeautifulLosers. Follow us on Twitter. We are at BeLoserPod. We're kind of not super active on Twitter right now, but we're on vacation.
I'm doing my best on Twitter.
Yep.
I'm doing what I can.
Instagram at BeautifulLosersPod. We're Instagram hoes. And if you want to email us, send us any inquiries, questions, or just talk shit.
Oh, yeah. You
email us at beautifullosers@gmail.com.
BeautifulLosersPod.
BeautifulLosersPod@gmail.com.
You can also hashtag BeLoserPod on Twitter or at BeLoserPod on Twitter. We can have a nice little chat. Message us on Facebook. We like to answer you. Slide into our DMs. Our DMs.
Your DMs.
You can follow me on Twitter. I am _MCoast.
I am at Mother Horisa.
It's like you get slower and slower every time you go to yours.
I keep forgetting I don't use my Twitter that often because I'm managing other Twitters.
Good Lord. We have a Funko Pop giveaway on GoFundMe.com. It will be down in the description.
Yep.
Basically, you go down there, you drop $1. Every dollar you drop is one entry or one ticket into this giveaway. Once we reach $220 up in there, we are giving away one mystery Funko Pop to one lucky listener.
Yay!
Oh, yeah. Quick shout out.
Help us literally keep the lights on.
It literally to keep the lights on. Like,
Yay.
we need this, guys. What else? What else do we have going on? Oh, we are part of, obviously, the Shrimp Queen Broadcasting Network. We mentioned it last week. Mm-hmm. Again.
Past the Page premiered.
Past the Page premiered. Go check them out.
We'll link them down below.
Past the Page podcast. They're doing great. They had a great start. They already have a good following. Yeah. For having
Very
just
excited.
started.
I listened to their episode this week and it was adorable. Very nice.
Great.
It's a book club podcast with two girls, Maz and Lola, and they are cute.
They are fire.
Lit. Anyways.
Litty. Is that it?
That's it.
That is it.
Yay.
Another successful week. The first successful week of the year. This is our year.
Oh! Ow!
This is going to be the beautifulest, loseriest year of the Uni-Yearverse. The DC Extended Yearverse.
Are we most beautiful or true losers? Find out.
Stay tuned.
Bye.
Bye. Somebody touch my spaghetti.